Hey, it's April here again, back doing some eyeliner. So before we were talking about the different shapes of eyes that you can do eyeliner on, and the different tips and tricks for doing eyeliner on different eye shapes. So today we have Laurel here. She has a little bit more mature skin, although you wouldn't know it, she's gorgeous. She has a little bit of a hooded eye, which as we age, we lose collagen, and so things start to droop. And so sometimes someone that may not have had a hooded eye before, as they age, it can happen, and they have that fold where it comes over the lid just a bit. So it can be a little bit tricky on how to place your eyeliner. So today we are going to talk about that. I am using an eye pencil from IREDALE. And it is a black-brown pencil. It's nice, it's still dark, but especially sometimes with more mature clients, you want to stay away from like the really harsh black. It can just be a little too much for them. So it's going to soften it up a little bit, but it's still going to look nice and bold. So we have our sharpened pencil here. I have kind of not really a trick. This is a technique that I use to help me apply my eyeliner. So there's a couple different ways that you can do it. You can have your client look down and you can kind of brace the eye right here. Sometimes it's really tricky though for them to not flutter. So most of the time I will have them close. And then I'm going to very gently lift on the skin, because sometimes when they close, it's going to close up the little space between the lashes and where we want to place that liner. And so you can have kind of a little gap that we want to avoid. So we're going to have her close, and then we're going to gently lift up here, take our pencil to the side, and we're going to do little hair-like brush strokes right up against the lash line here. And even if we want to build a thicker line, we're going to start with a smaller, more thin line and kind of build our way up. And we'll do from the inside towards the middle again. Okay, so we'll have her open, and you can see we have that liner. Notice right here how we have this little space, and when their eyes are closed, sometimes it's hard to get to. So a little tip that I have them look down and then away from that area, and it's going to open up that space. And you can fill that in. And you can do this with any kind of eyeliner, not just pencil. Like if you have gel liner, liquid liner, this technique works for all of that, because sometimes that inner corner is hard to get to. Okay, so now when she opens, you can see there's not that weird space. So I'm gonna look, and I can see here where there's a little bit of space that I missed, so I'm gonna have her close again, and I'm gonna lift up, and I'm gonna really work that pencil right in there, almost going between her lashes as well. Not quite tight lining, but just really closing that up and making sure there's no disconnect there. So there we have her pretty eye. Normally on this eye type as well, I'm going to avoid doing a wing. No matter what age you are though, if you want to do a wing, rock that wing. But if I'm doing a makeup on somebody, say they have a special event or like a wedding or something, I'm not going to give them a crazy wing. I want to keep it really classy looking. Go ahead and close. We could do a little flick, kind of thicken that end a little bit. And this will give the eye a little bit of an upturned look as well. You can also take your angle brush if you want to. If you're really struggling with getting that eyeliner nice and smooth, sometimes we have those little bumps in there that are really tricky to get rid of. Especially when we're using pencil. Go ahead and have her close again, and then you can take your little brush here and you can smooth it out and give a really softened eyeliner as well. Just love that. And this, if you have those bumps in there, you can just make it look like you didn't have that problem at all. And there you have your nice soft little eyeliner. And it softens the look as well, so it's not quite as harsh. And it makes her eyes appear bigger. So if you look at this eye compared to this eye over here, it's really opened up her eyes. Another little trick, I don't think I have the pencil with me, but you can take like a nude eye pencil and color in the waterline right along the bottom. If you have somebody that has small eyes, that's gonna make the eyes appear bigger as well. If you have somebody that does have small eyes and you like to line the waterline, I usually recommend avoiding filling in the bottom waterline with black because it's going to shrink up the eye even more. So there we go. Beautiful.